Okay, hello guys, good morning. My name is Rizal Pambudi, and today I'll be showing you how to create and manage databases in MariaDB by using XAMPP. So let's get started. First, you are going to open the XAMPP desktop setup and start the service of MySQL by using the start button. And then we're going to open the CMD or command line using Windows key run, Windows key R, and then type CMD. Now we're going to navigate inside the directory of XAMPP. Change directory. Now we're going to log in to our MariaDB. Okay, so we are in our MariaDB, and then we're going to create our database by using the create database command. And then our project name. So we already have an existing database with the same name, so let's drop that database first. And creating it again. Okay. Now we're going to create the tables inside the database. First, we're going to create the table called students. So create table students, open bracket, and then we're going to create a column ID, integer, and then column name that will be variable character with 100 characters, the age, and then the email, also variable characters with 100 characters. Oh, so there are no database selected. This is because we didn't use our database right after creating it. So we're going to use the use command for that, and then the name of the database. Okay, then we can back to creating our table. Okay, so we already created our first table. Let's see it with the dex command. Okay, there it is. So let's create another tables. Now we're creating instructors. The email will also be variable characters, and the phone will also be variable characters, 20 characters. Okay, now we're going to create a table called courses. Course ID, this will be the primary key, then course name, edits, instructor ID. Okay, so we got an error, and that's because we didn't specify the type of instructor ID, the data type. We don't specify it. That's the problem. Okay, we're going to do it more slowly so that we ensure all variables has its data type. Okay, variable character, credits, that will be integer, and then instructor ID. This is where we forget the variable type, integer. Okay, and then we're going to create the table called enrollments. Enrollment ID. This will be integer, and then student will be integer. Course. Now this will be date. Normal date. Let's check. Okay, all set. So we already create all the tables we need to create, and then it's time to add the primary keys first before we add the foreign keys. So first primary key we're going to add is in the students. So let's start by using the alter menu, alter tables students, and then we're going to add primary key, and then specifying the name of the column, which ID, which is right here, and at the top right here, it's the ID. We're going to add primary key to that column. So now when we see the it's already primary key, the ID column, and then we're going to add the primary keys to the other table as well. And then next we're going to add it also inside the instructors table. We're using alter table here, and then in the courses. So each table has to have their own primary key, all the tables. Oops. Okay, so we're done adding primary keys, and now let's start adding foreign keys. So again, alter table, now to courses, and we're going to add the constraint first. So you use constraint to name your foreign key. So if you want to drop the key, it is easier. So we're going to name it FK constructor. And then foreign key. The foreign key, you specify the foreign key. The beginning column will be instructor ID, which are references, which are going to referencing the instructor ID column from instructors table. So we're going to instructors table in the instructor ID column. Let's try that. Okay. So the foreign key instructor ID in courses will belong to the same name, which is also instructor ID, but it's in the instructors table as primary key, but we connect it inside the column in the courses by using foreign key. Now let's create the same for all the other. Next is enrollments. I'm going to use the same command. Enrollments. And then name the constraint FK course. This has to be course ID. And then this is the course ID from the courses. Oh, sorry, courses for course ID. Okay. And now we're going to do the same again in the enrollments. We're going to add another foreign key in enrollments called the student. In student ID that references to students. Okay, a little bit mistake there. Student ID into students table in the column ID. Okay, so now we already added two foreign keys inside enrollments table, and also one into courses table. And now we're going to list the tables. First we check if all four tables has already created. We're gonna use show tables, and this is our tables, and we're going to describe each of them with dex comments so that we can create how is the primary and foreign key. This courses, and then describe enrollments, and then describe instructors, and then finally in students. Okay, so you can see here that we just create one foreign keys inside courses, and we create two keys inside enrollments. You can see the foreign key right here. Okay, so we already create our foreign key. Right now we're going to add one column inside the students table. We do this by alter table students, and then we're going to add column called address, and specify the data type for variable character with 200 characters. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to see the table again. We're going to see the table students again, see if that works. Okay, we got a brand new field right here called address. Now we're going to drop all the foreign keys from the enrollments table, and we're going to use alter table enrollments, and then drop foreign key FK course. Let's check if that's success. Okay, and then student for the student. So now let's check the enrollment table for the changes. Okay, so we already execute the process of dropping the friend key. However, it still be shown here. It's still shown in the key that it has friend key. Now we can also show the index, which we're going to execute the command of show index from enrollments. Okay, we can see there are two index right here. We had two index, the FK course and the FK students, still staying here, even though we're already dropping those two. Now this is because we didn't drop the index also. We have to also drop the index using alter table enrollments and then drop index. The foreign key actually already dropped, but what's haven't dropped here is the index, so we have to drop the index also. FK course. Now let's see that through show index again. Now you can see the FK course have disappeared, and then so we're going to drop another index, student index, and boom, it's gone. Okay, so we made it clear the foreign keys and also the index. Now we're going to drop the table. Let's say we're going to drop the table called students right here. So we're going to drop table students, and let's see what happens by showing all the table. Okay, it's already disappeared. And if you see the previous, when in the previous show, we have four tables, including students. Right now, the students has already disappeared. It's just 3 rows in our database set. Okay, and that's all. Okay guys, so we walked through creating a new database, building tables with primary and foreign keys. We also modifying tables, structures like adding and removing indexes, and also we're cleaning up by removing unnecessary keys. We also learn how to remove tables from database. That's all guys from me. Thank you so much for watching, and happy Eid al-Fitr Mubarak to you all. Thank you so much.